Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 26 of Completionist Progress. Over the past couple of episodes, I've accomplished some pretty big things for both the account and the series, and while I did go over my plans for the year last episode, there are a few big goals I want to focus on right now, so to go over them real quick, they are the 3 capes. So the first cape is the diary cape here, which I've been working on since the start of this series. And it's always come down to this one task here. Yep, down here. There it is. 93 Slayer for a Dust Devil. Not Dust Devil, Smoke Devil. Thermi. Getting the wrong devils. Anyway, but I'm still a good bit away from that. But now that I finished Wilderness Slayer, I can just focus on this a lot more than I could have in the past. Because for a long time, what was holding me up is that Jad Slayer task that I just kept putting off. And then I got on Wilderness Slayer, which was a very slow experience. Now I'm back to doing Konar, where I will be soon. So I can really go for the Diary Cape, and hopefully get it soon. Maybe not this episode, but it is a big goal. The next is something a bit different. It also was somewhat gated behind Wilderness Slayer, but it is the Champion's Cape. So that is another completionist thing, and I guess you could kind of say it's like my new Chompy hats, because it's one of those just purely completionist goals, but the reason I kind of was holding off is because I could get Earth Warriors and Lesser Demons through Wilderness Slayer, but now that I'm done with that and have no immediate plans to return to it, there's no reason not to just start grinding out the other 5 scrolls I'm missing. And the final goal, or the final cape I should say, is one that's a little harder to work on. It is the music cape. And I am missing a couple tracks from the Nightmare, but it's really just this one here, Box of Delights from the Mimic. Now I'm hoping that while I work on Slayer, I might be able to get an Elite Clue or Master Clues and get a Mimic. But I'm not sure. This is not one I'm currently planning to grind out, but it is one that I do want to work on as part of my 3 capes. But there also were a couple things I didn't get to last episode just because it went on too long. Because as you can tell by this intro, I have a tendency to make these things longer than they should be. But yeah. Well, part of that is what I did at the end of last episode, fire making. And I said now that I completed Pyromancer, I can go back to normal fire making. So as part of that, there is 98 fire making, not quite 99 yet, but yeah, that is something I do want to work on this episode. So I'm not sure what I'm going to get up to first, because there is some stuff I want to do before Slayer, including some other completionist tasks I haven't brought up yet. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff I want to work on, and get back to, I guess, training things a little more normally, or back to a bit more normal progression, not crazy plans with, 4,000 chompy kills for 99s and tons of Wilderness Slayer, more just, I guess, normal Slayer, normal completionist stuff. So let's see what I can get up to. Of course it happens when I'm not ready to record, but there is a zombie champion scroll. I was actually fiddling with the RuneLite cannon plugin to see how many cannon balls were left in it, and resetting up the cannon. Then I see the message, and my drop indicator for RuneLite didn't work because I didn't do the full name, I guess. But let's just get out of the wilderness now to be safe. But yeah, there's the zombie champion scroll, and if I look at my loot tracker, I killed 1.7k zombies in this session anyway, since I've been tracking. I probably killed more in the past, but that's 1 more champion scroll down and 4 to go. Well, apparently I did fix the drop highlights, so I got a nice helpful ping for the Hobgoblin champion scroll. This one wasn't quite as easy to get as the previous one, because I've killed over 4,000 Hobgoblins, like 4,080 is what the loot tracker says, though I know I've killed some before this recent round of hunting the champion scrolls, so it actually is probably pretty close to the drop rate, maybe a little over, maybe a little under. But yeah, there's the Hobgoblin champion scroll, which means we're getting pretty close, although that means I have the annoying ones left of Joker, Lesser Demon, and Earth Warriors. I was doing Earth Warriors, and they're just so slow. But I know, we'll see if I can get the other not 2, 3. Hopefully 2 soon, though. Well, it's been over a week since the last clip. I just haven't had a ton of time to play, and also haven't been getting that lucky of champion scrolls lately. But the dry streak has finally been broken with the Lesser Demon Champion scroll, which is probably the hardest one I have left to get, just because they're pretty hard to kill, or a lot more higher health than the other monsters. Because I was there for hours. I originally did them at the catacombs, because none of the non-wilderness spots were that good for a cannon, and I just realized it was way too slow. So I did end up going to the route caves and killing them, and it was like, I went to started this trip this morning with like just over 3,000 cannonballs. Like, my stats, I haven't even dropped that low on stats, and I've been standing here for a few minutes recording this, or trying to record this. So yeah, I got it pretty early this morning, but on my loot tracker, combining all the ones since I started, is just over 1.6k. So I did get fairly lucky, and I'm really glad I didn't go dry this one, because yeah, this would be the worst one to go dry on, just because it takes so many cannonballs and rather than ever, and all that stuff to kill them out in their FKs. But yeah, that just means we have 2 scrolls left now. Earth Warriors, which is a bit of a pain because they're not the easiest to cannon, and Jokers, which is honestly pretty easy. So yeah. These scrolls always seem to come when I'm just least prepared to record something. So I was at Earth Warriors and my power went out, so I had to quickly log off, and I just had the power come back on, decided to log back on and kill some while I was finishing up my breakfast, and I got the scroll. And I am so relieved I finally got this scroll, because I don't think I went dry, but it took a lot longer than the others. I'm actually 1 kill shy of 2.9k in my Rune Light log. But I've also killed several in the past, done a bunch of Slayer tasks there. So this one was probably like right around the drop rate. Might not have went over it. But I was really concerned I was going to go dry on this one, because Earth Wars are probably the slowest one I had left. Like, they're probably worse than Lessers just because it's so hard to cannon them. There's just so many things blocking you, it's single combat, and it was just a pain. But now that means I only have Jokers left, which should be a fairly easy one because I can cannon them in multi. So yeah, let's go get this last scroll. I swear, the timing with these scrolls. I was literally typing to one of my friends that I was 3.1k kills into my last scroll, and in the middle of that message, that's when I heard the ping and got the scroll. So yeah, the final KC was 3,162, which I think is the most I've had. I think that was higher than Earth Warriors and the others. But like I said, this was multi. It was a very easy one to cannon. The kills went by. I don't think they're actually that much faster than Earth Warriors, but it still felt way faster. So yep, that's the final champion scroll. And overall, I think I did get pretty lucky with most of them. Although it is worth noting, the KCs I've been listing are only since I've had Rune Light, and since I've been recently hunting them. I have hunting them in the past, like with Earth Warriors. I think I said I had like 2.9k KC in Rune Light. I did a bunch of wilderness tasks and just killing Earth Warriors on the chance of getting a scroll off a task before, so I probably did have around 5,000 kills for them. For other ones like Jokers, I probably have went a bit under the drop rate, but I don't know. I never kept track of, every kill I've done here. I only can keep track of the ones I've done recently. So, yeah, but that is the final scroll. But I think I might take a bit of a break before going right for the champions. Or maybe I will. I don't know. We'll find out tomorrow.
A few days have passed since the last clip, and I've been a bit busy, and I've also got a bit sick, as you might be able to tell by my voice, but oh well. One of the things that I've been working on in the background for a while is another 99, and you might be able to guess what that is. That's right, it's fletching. Okay, you might not have actually guessed that. I did get one of the levels at Wintertide, but that kind of hid the fact I was actually training in the background. But yeah, there is 99 fletching. So, also worth noting, since you probably saw the bit of the misdirection there, fire making is something I have been working on as well. So, yeah, but it probably won't even be this episode. Anyway, let's go get the fletching cape real quick. And here is the fletching cape. It actually has a pretty nice color scheme, or pretty decent anyway, although I doubt I'm going to be wearing it too often or using it too much, because I'm pretty sure its perk is just to get a mithril grapple and crossbow a few times a day. So, not very useful. But as you might notice from the backdrop, or the background, we are in the Champions Guild, and I have the other 5 scrolls I need in my inventory. So now that we have the Fletching Cape, I think I'm going to do a little bit of a sped up montage of fighting all the champions, and then we can get the Champions Cape. And there we go, that's all 10 champions defeated. But there's one more to fight. This guy right here, Leon. So now let's fight him and become the human champion and finally claim my champion's cape. Now his restriction is you can't have any inventory. So, I need to take this potion, drink this, and hope this goes well. Can't eat it here. Oh well. So I think I should be able to just pray melee, and hopefully he's not going to be that tough. Yeah. Okay, it's really not as tough as I was expecting. And there is 99 attack. I was really hoping to get that on the final hit of Leon, but oh well. 99 attack, defeating the human champion. And I got the champion's cape. And here is the attack cape, which is personally one of my favorite skill capes. It just looks nice, it goes well with dragon, although I don't have any dragon on right now to pair it with, and also really do like its emote. I mean, it's pretty simple, but I like it. Actually, I should probably zoom out a bit so you can see the full emote. But yeah, that is the attack cape, or 99 attack, as I finish the Champions Challenge, which has been a very long-term goal that, like the Chompies, that's another thing I worked on in RuneScape 2, but I don't think I ever completed. And also have a nice start to a little completionist outfit going on here. But yeah. Anyway, this is where I'm going to end off this episode. It wasn't a ton of different progress, but it certainly was a huge step forward for Completionist Progress, 299s, and Champions Challenge. I mean, hard to follow up the previous episode of 99 Ranged in the Chompies, but I think this comes pretty close. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode, and until next time, goodbye.